performing dramatic duo will be Amber Brunton, a senior creative writing major from Mineral Wells, Ohio, and Delonte Lewis, a junior communication major from Charleston, West Virginia.
Hansel.
And Gretel.
A children's story, or so it seems on the surface. But underneath, the implications are...
They're mind-boggling.
Stupefying.
And definitely
open to interpretation. Fairy tales are so outdated.
And often, Hollywood feels the need to remake...
and
remake again.
Our favorite classic fairy tales.
How many versions of Cinderella are there?
Too many.
But what about the other fairy tales?
Little Red Riding Hood.
The Three Little Bears?
Rapunzel.
The ones that get left out.
What if Hollywood got a hold of, let's say, Hansel and Gretel?
How would it go?
You'll find out in...
Ken Bradbury's
Open to Interpretation.
Oh, Hansel, what a lovely day.
Yes, except for the fact that our mother died. Our father married a very unwicked woman who claims we eat too much, and thus sends dear Daddy out into the woods to leave us to starve. Other than that, it's a perfect day.
But look, Hansel, I've brought this handful of breadcrumbs, which I've been dropping, thus assuring us we can find our way back.
You are truly a wonderful sister.
Thanks.
Unfortunately, you're not a very smart sister. Look, those birds have eaten all of your breadcrumbs.
Oh, Crumb.
But look, there's a house made of candy. Let's eat that.
Before dinner?
We're the victims of neglect here. We can do as we wish.
You're right. Look, Hansel, a wicked witch. She's tying you up. She's throwing you in a cage to fatten you. And she's nearly blind.
Never fear, Gretel. Each day I shall stick this chicken bone out of the cage. When she comes to fill my finger, she says she shall throw me into the cage, into the oven when I get fat enough, but I have fooled her.
Oh, Hansel. She wants me to stick my head in the oven to see if it's warm enough. I shall ask her to stick her head in.
Good thinking, Gretel.
There. She's dead.
End of story.
Hooray!
But since it's a rather dull story...
And we're still 5 minutes away from our time minimum.
Let us suppose this untidy little tale was a murder mystery.
Dum, da, dum, dum, dum.
It was a cool Friday in the forest. I was working day watch out of Homicide Division. My name is Hansel. I'm a cop. Name?
Gretel.
Who's the dead broad?
A witch.
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 Great. How did she die?
I killed her.
With what?
An oven.
You hit her with an oven?
I shoved her in. I cooked her.
Great. Another 934. That's the third witch cooking I've had this week.
This ain't no copycat crime, officer. It was my own idea. And she deserved it.
Well, most witches do. Got any witnesses?
My brother Hansel over there, the one holding the chicken bone.
He do that often?
Sort of a hobby.
You know I'll have to take you down to the station.
Whatever you say.
These breadcrumbs yours, we found them in the forest.
Oh, great.
But how would Shakespeare have dealt with this?
Hansel, Hansel, my dear Hansel, why art thou so downcast?
Oh, Gretel, dearest of sisters, 'tis the wicked witch that hath entombed me. Look, if even now she doth come to check my finger.
Oh, most wretched of women, oh, I shall give thee more than double thy toil and trouble, oh, thou most evil...
Oh, get off of it. She wants to cook me. Hark, even now she doth bendeth forward to check her cauldron. Listen to it boil. Gretel, do not ask for whom it boils. It boils for me. Quick, do the deed now while she turneth away but a bit.
To shove or not to shove, that is the question.
Shovest thou, please, shovest.
Whether 'tis nobler in the mind to suffer the gripes and groans of yon whining brother.
Oh, shovest thou, quick, for even now she turns to...
Hansel? Hansel, wherefore art thou, Hansel? A rose by any other name would burn as quickly.
Gretel.
Ponder I this wicked deed. For what better stuff am I than her if into the oven thither she goeth?
Gretel, I'm burning.
Burn, burn. My conscience burns with thoughts so grieved and maddened, to push, to pull, and then alas, to shove no more.
I'm dead.
All's well that ends well. Alas, poor Hansel. I knew him well, witch. Now lieth he as still as potash on Flanders fields.
Unsatisfying, to say the least. What about vaudeville? Whoa, I mean that witch is mean.
How mean is she?
You kick her in the heart, you break your toe.
That's mean.
That's mean. She once dated a warlock with a wooden leg.
What happened?
She got mad and broke it off.
That's mean.
That's mean and ugly. When she was born, her father went down to the zoo and threw rocks at the stork.
That's ugly.
That's ugly, but she has everything a man would love.
Really?
Yeah, bulging muscles and a mustache.
That's ugly.
That's ugly. I said, hey, is that your face or did you block a kick?
That's ugly.
But at least she's not two-faced.
Really?
Hey, you think if she was, she'd wear that one?
That's ugly.
And it's rather tedious, don't you think?
Quite.
I mean, English drawing room comedy would be much more suitable. Gretel, dear.
Yes, Hans?
I do hate to be a bother, but could I trouble you to give dear old Witchy Poo the old cello?
I beg your pardon.
Oh, I know it's rather dreary and dull, considering the heat, but perhaps if you could just nudge her a bit toward the old hot box, eh?
Oh, you're always the clever one, aren't you, Hansel? Here, how about a spot of tea before we do the dirty deed?
Dashing! I say, Gretel, the old gal seems to be moving me toward the rotisserie. Bit of an inconvenience, don't you think?
Dash it all, Hansel, you've spilled your tea.
Oh dear, Mummy won't be happy. I say it's beginning to warm up. What?
Should I open a window?
Don't fret yourself, Gretel. It'll all be over in a minute. I don't suppose you could spare a moment.
Something the matter?
Oh, a trifle. But if you could just pull yourself away from your crumpets just a moment. I seem to be roasting.
Oh, sorry.
No, it's my problem. Bit of a mess, I'm afraid. Ashes to ashes. Too late now. Say goodbye to dear Daddy, won't you?
Of course.
Well, that seems to be it. Ta-ta, Gretel.
Cheers.
All a trifle unsatisfying. Unless...
Yes?
the soap opera. Gret,
Yes, Hans.
you killed her.
You
killed her. Dirk and Dana told me I couldn't trust you.
But she was about to kill you.
Don't lie to me. As soon as I found out about Shannon's amnesia, and I was her long-lost brother who had a facelift in New York when we were staying at Staff and Defon's High...
That was Bo and Derek.
Who told you that?
Bart and Shanna.
Not Luke and Jessica?
Not according to Abby and Bo.
Do you mind if we stop? I really hate this.
Me too. Musical comedy.
Oh, what a beautiful morning!
The bird of paradise just stole my bread.
But it's a beautiful day in the neighborhood.
Look, a big rock candy mountain.
There is someone walking behind you. Turn around, turn around.
Whenever I feel afraid, I hold my head up high.
If I had the wings of an angel, over these prison bars I would fly.
Hello, witchy, well, hello, witchy. It's so nice to shove you in where you belong.
Oh, you beautiful doll.
I got a crow, caw, 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 caw.
Ding dong, the witch is dead. But this is also so shallow.
Meaningless.
We must go deeper, deeper into the true meaning of the piece.
Hansel,
Yes, Gretel?
that bread.
Yes.
The bread I scattered along the path. I don't know what I was thinking. It's like I wanted us to get lost.
Oh, Gretel, I understand.
I wonder what he meant by I understand. He's never trusted me just because I'm a woman. He feels threatened by me. I know he does. I knew you would.
I knew you would. She's taking me for granted again. She always wants to relate with me somehow. She knows this is a part of my maleness to keep my feelings to myself. She wants this control. That's all it is. Just a matter of control. Doesn't she know that men are from Mars? When you drain us of all our feelings, we have nothing left. Thank you.
Thank you. What's he want? Everything's a ploy with him, a gimmick. He uses words like a tool. If he can't dominate, then there's nothing left of him. And how am I supposed to ever truly discover who I am if I can't get out from under the thumb of his male need to be in control of every situation?
Stop!
Thank you.
I wonder what she meant by that.
It's over.
Oh.
And so the story ends.
One dead witch, 2 hyperactive children overdosed on sucrose, an oven that can't be used again for cookies, and a father who still has a lot of explaining to do.
Unsatisfying.
Unbelieving.
But
Open to interpretation.